All right, let's talk about something that's, well, it's a game changer when you finally see it. We're talking about manipulation. And here's the thing. We're going to look at it not as just random, confusing stuff people do, but as a literal playbook with set plays. Ready? Let's get into it.
Have you ever walked away from a conversation just feeling weird, kind of off balance, and you can't for the life of you figure out why? It's like you're playing a game, but no one ever told you the rules. Yeah, that feeling. That's exactly what we're going to pull apart and understand today.
So here's how we're going to tackle this. First, what is this unseen playbook? Then, we'll get into the three main sections of plays. Play number 1 is all about distorting reality. Play 2 is about controlling behavior. And play 3? That one's about eroding self-worth. Finally, we'll wrap up with the one thing that changes everything: awareness.
Okay, so the big idea, the main takeaway right from the start is this. These manipulative moments, they aren't random. They're not just one-offs. They're part of a pattern, a system of tactics that get used over and over. And our goal here is to help you see that pattern so you can go from what just happened to, I see what you're doing.
All right, let's jump into the first part of the playbook. And honestly, this one can be the most head-spinning. These are the plays that mess with your reality. The whole point is to make you question your own mind, what you saw, what you heard, what you remember.
Okay, so imagine this. You remember something crystal clear, a promise they made, an argument you had. You bring it up and nothing. They look at you and say, I have no idea what you're talking about. That never happened. And they say it with such conviction, you actually start to think, wait, did I make that up? That's the goal, to make you doubt your own memory so they can control the narrative.
Now, this one is so tricky because it's not technically a lie. It's about what they don't say. They'll give you just enough information to make you feel informed, but they'll conveniently leave out that one crucial piece of the puzzle, the one thing that would totally change your mind. And when you call them on it later, oh, well, you didn't ask me about that. It makes their omission your fault.
Oh man, this one is a classic. It's hiding a lie in a giant haystack of truth. You ask a simple why, and you get a novel in response. A huge, overwhelming flood of details, timelines, names, stuff that has nothing to do with anything. They're not trying to explain, they're trying to exhaust you. They just drowned you in so much information that you give up. This one is just, wow. It's where they weaponize your own kindness. You go to them and say, hey, what you did really hurt me. And somehow, within seconds, they're the victim. Suddenly it's, I can't believe you'd accuse me of that after everything I do for you. And just like that, the tables have flipped. You end up comforting the very person who hurt you. So, you see how those first plays make you question yourself? Well, once you're on shaky ground, it's a lot easier to control what you do. And that brings us to playbook number 2, controlling behavior. This isn't about what you think anymore, it's about what you do. It's about keeping you stuck, keeping you hoping, and keeping you right where they want you. This is the one where they sell you a beautiful dream, a future that sounds absolutely perfect. They'll talk about us and we and all the amazing things you're going to do together. It feels so real. So you put up with things now because you're investing in that amazing future. The only problem? That future is a fantasy. It's a carrot on a stick, always just out of reach, designed to make you behave today. Okay, this one is pure psychology, and it's incredibly powerful. It's basically the slot machine effect. Why are slot machines so addictive? Because you never know when you're going to win. It's unpredictable. It's the same with affection in these dynamics. If they're sometimes amazing and sometimes awful, that's addictive. You get hooked on the highs, constantly pulling the lever, hoping for that next payout of kindness. Ever been in a situation where suddenly it's a 5-alarm fire? We have to decide right now or it's all over. That's false urgency. They create a fake crisis to put you under pressure. Why? Because when you're panicked, you don't think, you react. They're basically short-circuiting your rational brain to get you to agree to something you'd probably say no to if you had 5 minutes to think about. Weaponized incompetence. This is a classic. It goes like this. They agree to do something, but they do it terribly. So badly that you have to redo it anyway. So what happens next time? You just do it yourself to save the headache. And boom, they're off the hook forever. They've literally trained you to do the work by pretending to be bad at it. All right, so we've talked about messing with your head and controlling your actions. This third and final playbook, this one's different. It's more personal. This is a direct attack on your self-worth. These are the tactics designed to make you feel small, to make you feel like you're just never good enough.
This is the ultimate unwinnable game. You do exactly what they ask. Clean the kitchen. You do it. Then it's, well, you didn't do it this way. You apologize. Well, your apology didn't sound sincere. You can never, ever win, because the point isn't for you to win. The point is to make you feel like a constant failure, always chasing a target that keeps moving just as you get close.
Think of this one like a really messed up permission slip. They'll do one nice thing, a really grand gesture maybe, and then they bank it. They treat it like a get-out-of-jail-free card. Later, when they do something awful and you call them on it, they'll say, "How can you be upset after I did that one nice thing for you?" It forces you into a corner, making you feel like you're the ungrateful one.
Okay, that was a lot, I know. And hearing all this can feel a little heavy. But here's the really, really good news. The solution, the antidote to all of this, it's actually incredibly simple. It's just awareness. That's it. Once you can see the game and name the plays, you've already taken away most of its power.
And let's be super clear about something. The goal here is not to become an armchair psychologist and go around diagnosing everyone you meet. No, this is about you. It's a shield, not a sword. It's about being able to trust your own gut. So when that feeling of something isn't right pops up, you can now say, "No, I'm not crazy. I see what's happening here." I think this quote just sums the whole thing up perfectly. The explanation isn't meant to clarify. It's meant to confuse you, to exhaust you, and, in the end, to silence you. And that's the whole game right there. But when you're aware, you can finally see through all that noise.
So that's the playbook. And now that you can see it, now that you know the plays, what changes for you? What will you do differently? Because that's the real power. It's not just about knowing, it's about doing. It's about taking back your power, trusting yourself, and deciding which games you're willing to play. Thanks for digging into this with me.